This is the connection for the dishwasher. As you'll probably notice, it's a quite big connection that goes to the cold water. But the problem is, this is how it was originally, the old style connection. Okay, and which is easy to connect, but because it's such a deep connection there, you have to go right the way in, and that causes one little problem with the on bit here, because I've got to turn it upward, and when I put this upward, it doesn't open fully, so it's a half open. I have to leave it to that, and if I don't push it, or if I don't tighten it enough, the water leaks out from the top, because this is slightly there's movement there, so I have to tighten it all the way to the bottom. Anyway, now I've got to check to see if it's leaking or not. I did splash some water out from it because the way I didn't tighten it enough. I turned it on and the water of course squirted out from the gap here. I'm going to use a tissue, dry it all out and see if there's still a leakage afterwards. Okay, I've already installed the dishwasher now. It looks rather nice next to my Samsung, which is quite good. I've done my first wash over the 70 degrees, and the second one is about to go in. So what I like about it so far, you've got the display in the front, tells you when it's finishing, so you know the time. And this is the sort of setting in there. It's very simple. You've got your eco mode, auto mode, 70 degrees. That's why I had my last wash at 1 hour 55, and then basically delicate. I think there's probably glasses and stuff and cups for 45 degrees. These are the few other extra settings if you want it, and they've got a timer on there as well. I don't really know how you use the timer yet, but anyway, mostly we just put onto either eco, auto, or 70 depending on the dish. Now I did the 70 degree one, and this is the outcome. There's some pros and cons. Just to show you, this is a pan that was burnt chicken on there, and you'll notice the bit that was actually exposed to the water spray cleaned it rather well. I must say, it did clean it well. But this is how bad it was. Worse than that, of course. But this side was sort of covered by another pot that was underneath it, and it didn't do that well on that bit. But bit they did touch, it did clean wet okay enough, I suppose. Now I'll show you the next pot that I did as well. So this is another heavy pot that I put on there, and this is the one that was covering the other pot that I showed you. And this one had a lot more, and it was very exposed to the water spray. And it seemed to have cleaned most of it apart from the hard bit there that's left. Again, this is another burnt pot that I tried it with to see how well does it work. I mean, got rid of it, but I think it's probably elbow grease would be better in this case to just soak it for longer. I did have it soaking for about a day in the sink, and then put it in the dishwasher. And this is the sort of cleaning that it did compared to the. If I did it by hand, I would have had to scrub it quite a lot, and probably not the best idea to do it that way. Unfortunately, one issue that I found doing it on the 70 degrees, which I thought was the hottest that you can get. I mean, I did some bottles in there. You can see there's some waters showing in there. I did some plastic glasses as well, and you can see the water. There was a lot more than that. I took everything out, and I forgot to do that recording. Now, the problem with that is, I would say that everything that came out of this dishwasher was still quite wet compared to my other dishwashers that I had in the past, where it sort of dries a bit better. And I was hoping that this would dry it really well. That's the downfall of it, the drying bit. So I've got the next load that's going to go in soon. As you can see, there's a lot more water on the lid here, and this is how it was literally on every single plates that I took out from there. They did have a bit of water on there, and that's where the problem is. I think it's not drying it for some reason as well. But there are some amazing features on here that I really like that our last one didn't have. So so stuff that's going in there now, I love the fact that you can put these down. You know, you can put this down, there's a little hook on there, and you've got 3 different settings, so the angle that you want it in can be done there. Same on the other side. That's a very positive thing that I thought was brilliant. Inside looks quite nice as well. I mean, if you look at it carefully, it's still very wet everywhere. It's got the salt area that goes into, you open up, put it in there. It gives you the little siphon to put it in with. And if you look at underneath, you've got the spinning thing there, which is quite good. It's all there. And the last bit is there is another spinning I don't know if you can just about see it. I can't get it on there, can I? There's another spinning water a spray thing on the top as well. Normally on my last one, it just had a little circle thing in the middle. It didn't go around. But this one has got the spinning thing on the top as well. So just like it does have on this one, but it's a smaller version of this. That's another put in the tray at the top. These are just put in for wash now. So I would say it's a perfectly laid out. And once again, the biggest problem so far is not the fact that it doesn't clean. It cleans well. It's just that it leaves a lot of water on each time, so you have to be dried again. And that's the bit. I mean, I will let you know if it changes. I may have done something wrong to stop it doing that, but we'll see how it works when we turn over for the next wash. And I'll do a quick video of that as well if I get around to it. The best part, the positiveness is, as I said, the laying of the plates there down there. And the other bit is you can adjust the height of this tray. Now this tray, if you look at here, it's quite easy to adjust. I put on the highest so I can have a bigger pot at the bottom. So you literally lift this, it goes up and it can go down as well. So the whole of this tray, so I can't do it with one hand, but you can literally, see it going up. It's just like this is the highest it's got. Actually, this is the highest it's got. Actually, that's even better. So there you go. I raised it even more. And way to raise it down, maybe. That's down. If I can show you on this side, maybe. Let's see. So that's low down. So if I was to raise it up by holding the middle, maybe. Let's see, have a look if I can get this. That's slightly higher. That's even higher. You can see I raised it up now, and it goes in just right. So you can have a bigger pot at the bottom, and that will do the job. Another amazing positive side to this is, I would say, is the fact that it is very quiet. I mean, my last machine, you could literally hear it going off with the sound all inside. So I don't know what they've done. The power seems to be good, as you've seen from the first pot that I showed you. So the jet is actually quite powerful to get rid of burnt chicken on a pot. But even though it's such a force that's coming out, it didn't make that much noise. Now, when I turn it on next, I'll do a quick video of the noise it makes so you can hear it. But so far, cleaning is good. It's just drying. It didn't dry on 70 degrees, and I was a bit surprised about that. So I've got two more things to do to show you. Is the sound itself, which is very quiet. I can tell you that now, but I will show it to you. And the next thing to probably do is to see the power consumption. How much does it take to run this dishwasher? And I'll do what I did with my washing machine as well. Just put it on and see how much power it takes. So yeah, I'll do the next bit and I'll get back to you on that one. Alright, here we go. So I've had the Eco program put on today, last night. Now this is morning. That was last night about 11 o'clock. I come back, there's some residue on there, so it should have dried. Everything should have dried by now. So yep, they look very dry to me. Oh no, okay. It didn't clean as well. That's probably because of the way it was put in. And the white looks white. There's still water coming out from the nozzles there for some reason. Some came off. And inside still very wet. I don't know, it feels as if that it doesn't dry well as it did on my last one. So that's the only thing I could say about this dishwasher. I mean, we put everything in there as needs cleaning. So yeah, this is the Eco one I've done last night, and today it seems like it's all been cleaned okay. Yeah, still there's a water as well. I mean, that's fine, but my last one it dried it better. That's the only thing I could say. So apart from that, there you go. I've done the Eco test or Eco program. Next one I'll probably try is auto, but probably will need to do a video for that. Okay, now I'm recording in auto setting, auto setting with the water sort of spraying right now, and you can hear the noise. If you can hear the noise, it's very, very quiet. You won't be able to hear it from the next room. That's how quiet this can be compared to my last machine. So I'll bring it closer to the lowest point. You can hear the noise. And now I'm going to step back a meter away. And that's how loud it can be. As I said, you cannot hear it from the next room. That's how quiet this machine is. So the Hisense dishwasher, would I recommend it, is the last bit that I should say to you. And also, I'm sorry that I didn't get around to doing the power consumption on this. It's just the plug point is behind and I'm going to take it all out to do so. But as you can see, I've just done another small load and it cleaned it perfectly fine to me. I can't see any problem with those. But the only thing that I've always mentioned that it still stays very wet. I've done a pot. Oh, yeah. Only problem, every time I get this tray out, it seems to go off the rail a bit. But anyway, so that cleaned everything very well. The pots and pans are very well cleaned as well. So here you go. So overall, would I recommend this? Yes, I will. To anybody else who's interested in a dishwasher that does the job, very quiet. And the feature that it has, I think most dishwashers nowadays do have them. One being they can actually raise this tray up and down and put the thing down as I've shown you. And also you've got the compartment there to put your dishwasher tablets in. And the height of it is very good as well, so you can put larger items in. So there you go. So my conclusion to anybody else who's interested in buying a dishwasher, for a mid-range dishwasher without having to spend like thousands of pounds on it, this will do the job perfectly fine. And if you get a good deal on this, it's very good. And plus, one thing I forgot to mention is that I also got £50 cash back from Hisense as well. So that's you have to go through a website to get that. So that's coming for me as well. So that's basically £50 cheaper than what I would have spent normally. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps you understand how well this dishwasher works, and hope to see you soon. Take care.